MindFlex.
Welcome to MindFlex. I'm Super Bowl champ and College Football Hall of Famer Aaron Taylor. With an improved mindset, you can enhance your performance. I'll share tools and insights to build resilience, confidence, and connections to help you feel and play your best. Ever feel like your brain's on autopilot, just reacting to whatever life throws at you? What if I told you that you had way more power over your life experience than you think? Our brains are these incredible supercomputers, constantly processing everything we see, hear, and feel. They regulate our whole body without us even thinking about it. But sometimes, our brains can feel overwhelmed or misinterpret information, leading to reactions that feel real, but ones that aren't necessarily based on reality. Yeah, anxiety, I'm looking at you. Well, in its defense, our brain's just trying to look out for us. At the end of the day, it wants to keep us safe, so it prefers things like certainty and predictability and social acceptance. But sometimes the information it gets from our senses is confusing or incomplete, and that's when the brain kicks in to solve for safety mode. By doing a quick search through our past experiences and pulling up old memories and filling in the gaps. Kind of like when your phone's autocorrect kicks in and changes a word into something completely random. It's trying to help, but sometimes it misses the mark. The brain is this big old association machine, connecting experiences to potential threats, even if the danger is minimal or non-existent. The survival mechanism sometimes gets it wrong, assuming the worst when there's too much or mixed info. Our brains also have what's called a negativity bias, which means we naturally focus more on negative experiences than the positive ones. This was essential for survival back in the day, helping early humans like Grog and Greta Neanderthal stay alert to dangers. But while that was great for survival in ancient times, not so helpful today when we're just waiting for those 3 dots to disappear on our text message. For example, I sometimes struggle to let go of control because, as a kid, whenever things slipped out of my hands, I seemed to pay a heavy price. So even though those events are long behind me, my brain still goes into overdrive, trying to control all kinds of situations, whether I'm involved or not, just so it can feel safe. It's my brain's way of protecting me, but sometimes it goes too far, and it happens so quickly, I can't even catch it. And I know I'm not alone in this. We all have moments when our brains kick into overdrive, trying to control everything around us, whether it's seeking approval or avoiding conflict or pushing people away, just so we can feel safe. Whether you're feeling disrespected, overwhelmed, or afraid of losing something important, it's just your brain doing its job, even though it often makes things harder for us and the people we care about. So, here's the good news. We have more control than we think. So here's today's MindFlex, the tool that invites you to stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone and move closer towards the results that you want with a greater sense of ease. In the past few decades, we've discovered something amazing. Our brains can actually adapt and reorganize themselves, even in response to challenging circumstances or physical damage. This ability, called neuroplasticity, means that our thoughts and feelings and reactions aren't set in stone. We're not stuck with the brains we were born with. We can actually unlearn negative thinking patterns and change how we think and feel. Put another way, how we think and feel isn't always our fault. It's often just our default. But we can change that by reshaping our brains through new habits and thoughts. So what we feed our brains, whether it's our thoughts or social media or music or conversations, all of it, positive or negative, shapes our life experience for better or worse. Look, I know life is busy with classes and practice and relationships and work, so it's easy to feel like sometimes we're just along for the ride. In fact, it can often feel like life is happening to us and not for us. But you can take control. Tools like affirmations and visualizations and gratitude, these aren't just feel-good ideas. They're proven methods to reshape your brain and improve how you feel and perform. And I get it. When I first started using these tools, I was skeptical at first too. But then I started to notice some real changes. My mood improved, my relationships got better, my performance enhanced, and I started managing stress much more effectively. It was all connected and worked together. And the best part? These changes are available for you too. Today's tool is simple. It's about recognizing your power to control your life and understanding that change is always possible. Yes, circumstances matter, but if they were all that mattered, then no one who's ever gone through your set of challenges would ever find success or happiness. And since we know that's not true, then it must mean that something else matters more, and that something is you. It's crucial to understand that your response to situations is 100% within your control, and that's where true transformation begins. While we can't always control what happens to us, we can always control what we do about what happens to us. We always have the power to choose how we respond, and in that process, to change our lives and our performances for the better. And I don't just think this, I know it, because that's what it's done for me and for countless others. And I promise, it can do the same for you, but you've got to give it a chance. I'll end by sharing a piece of wisdom I found during one of the darkest seasons of my life. It helped me to keep moving forward, and I hope it inspires you too. Go to the edge, the voice said. No, they said, we will fall. Go to the edge, the voice said. No, they said, we'll be pushed over. Go to the edge, the voice said, and so they went, and they were pushed, and they flew. So many of us have no idea just how close we are to the life that we've always dreamed of. And we're all just one thought, one decision, one simple act of courage away from experiencing the wealth of life's possibilities. MindFlex is powered by Radical Hope. Embrace the journey, push your limits, and keep growing. Together, we can thrive. Until next time, stay strong.